Bulawihé Tavwa, we love Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Bulaminaka, I'm Linda Form, a student Suva. I love listening to Today FM because they play latest music and they rock.
Hi, my name is Osinate. I'm from Ba. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Bula, I'm a curator from Nandi. We love listening to Today FM. Here in Nandi, it rocks.
Hi, I'm Shania. I'm from Lotoka and I love Today FM and it rocks.
Today's hit music.
Britain alleged cop killer denied bail. Lalovaki murder case wraps up. And ministry monitors measles outbreak.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Edwin Nunn.
The man who's alleged to have stabbed a police officer to death on Tuesday morning in Lautoka has been denied bail by the magistrate's court. 19-year-old Vilimoni Lalaomboma appeared in court charged with 1 count of murder and faces 3 more counts of serious offences for 2 separate cases. Felipe Naikaso has more.
Vilimoni Lalaomboma today fronted the Lautoka Magistrates Court and requested to be granted bail so that he could visit the victim's family and ask for forgiveness. However, the magistrate has denied the teenager this request and transferred the case to the High Court. Lalaomboma is alleged to have murdered 24-year-old police constable Suita Numatewalu outside the Churchill Park grounds after being apprehended for an alleged robbery case. On Monday, several hours after he was released on bail from the Nandi Magistrates Court for a separate case of theft, the 19-year-old accused, who originally hails from Taviuni, allegedly seriously assaulted and robbed a 52-year-old farmer of Votukadevdeva Ra along Yaweni Street. Lalaomboma allegedly stole the victim's bag containing clothes, shoes, cash and a kitchen knife, which was later identified as the alleged murder weapon used to stab the late police constable Numatewalu. The case will be called again on the 7th of next month. Felipe Naikaso, FBC News.
The police officer who arrested 26-year-old local rugby player Joshua Lalovaki has testified he saw Lalovaki leaning on a Carnarvon Street fence in Suva, holding his chest like he was in pain, before arresting him on September 2, 2018. Police Constable Peter Mbese was on the stand in the Suva High Court, where 2 former police officers are charged with murder. Pranita Prakash reports.
Mbese said that he was on foot patrol when at around 4 a.m. he saw traffic on Carnarvon Street. He said he approached a vehicle and saw 4 people trying to get in it. Mbese said a heavily intoxicated woman was shouting and yelling. He showed her his ID card as he was in civilian clothing and told her that he was arresting her. Mbese testified that after hearing this, the woman called her boyfriend Josiah Lalovaki, who was leaning on a fence beside the Carnarvon Street nightclub. He said Lalovaki was touching his chest as if in pain. Mbese said he called Selematiko Enambure Vere to assist him in arresting 4 people. Former police officers Selematiko Enambure Vere and Kelepi Kolonisau are alleged to have seriously assaulted Lalovaki, who died a month later at Suva CWM Hospital. The matter has been adjourned to Tuesday for closing addresses. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
The Ministry of Health is monitoring the outbreak of measles in the region. There is an ongoing outbreak in New Zealand, followed by recent outbreaks declared in Samoa and Tonga. In response to this, the ministry has made measles vaccine available for free to Fijians traveling overseas. Fijians traveling need to get vaccinated at least 2 weeks in advance of travel. The ministry will soon offer free measles vaccines to people who are at higher risk of exposure to those infected with measles. This includes airport and airline workers, hotel workers, and healthcare workers.
This moment in time, even though all around the Pacific, measles is becoming an issue. We've been quite fortunate, and we've been quite fortunate for a few things. First and foremost, I'm grateful to all Fijians, especially parents, for working with the Ministry of Health and allowing their children to be vaccinated.
Prime Minister Voreqe Bainimarama says the numerous developments in schools shows the deep personal commitment the government has shown to education. Bainimarama says a lot has been said about their reforms, but the government will continue to strive for quality education. Ali Kimbia with the details.
Speaking to the village of Muretu in Tailevu, Bainimarama says the government will continue to build the education sector.
It's no secret that the revolution that schooling in Fiji has undergone during my time as Prime Minister has been my proudest achievement.
Bainimarama says upgrading school facilities is government's utmost priority. The Prime Minister says quality facilities in school lays a good platform for quality education.
I see the very large impact that they have on our communities and our people. Facilities like this are so important because they allow our teachers to focus wholly on teaching and our students to focus wholly on learning.
Bainimarama says it is proper to direct more resources to develop the sector, and this will determine the future of our youths. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
Copra Millers of Fiji Limited is set to undergo a name change soon. The rebranding is part of the company's plans to help revive the ailing coconut industry in Fiji. Eleanor Turangaivi reports.
Established in 1985 with a mandate to buy copra and coconut throughout Fiji, Copra Millers of Fiji Limited will be rebranding soon.
We are changing the name to Coconut Millers Fiji Limited, so that should be coming in a few months' time.
The decision to rebrand is in line with the company's plans to diversify into high-value coconut products. Currently, the company's main product is crude oil, which is exported to Malaysia, Taiwan and China, with about 10% being sold locally. In 2018, it started producing pure virgin coconut oil. The company now wants to take away the focus on copra and work with coconuts as a whole.
What we want to do is set up the whole coconut processing facility. So from one coconut, we can do multiple products.
Edible coconut oil is first on the list for the company, which will be released in early 2020. Eleanor Turangaivi, FBC News.
Diwali is not only the time to celebrate, but an opportunity for most businesses to rake in extra cash. FBC News spoke to sweet and savory businesswoman who said she always looks forward to the Festival of Lights. Shabana Begum has been operating an online business specializing in Indian sweets for 7 years. She says receiving positive feedback from customers motivates her to maintain the standard.
I feel proud what I'm doing because like stay home, I've got a daughter, she's a special kid. So I get time for my family and I get something to do on my own. I've got a big list, all kind of Indian sweets. Most purchased one is barfi, milk barfi, it should be milk barfi. And the bundi laddu too is really good in demand.
Coming up, Colony Sao to Barbarians at Rugby 5. And Savory starts again. Stay with us.
Bula na lang ko siya. Dotali taga vuelo rongo sirma ko na redo Fiji na kasi.
Bula ya Veronica Melotoka. Dotali vio na redo Fiji ando mai viti. Na vango merre telawa. Go ngai tabua. Ando tali takana rongo na redo Fiji ando mai viti.
Bula go ngai no ke imba. Ando tali taga vuelo na rongo na redo Fiji ando mai viti. Na vuelo.
Ano dango saniter kuat.
Welcome back. 5 Fiji Sevens gold medalists from the 2016 Olympic Games in Brazil will be part of the Barbarians side at the Rugby 5 Invitational Tournament at the O2 Arena in London in the UK next week. Hosea Kolonisa will captain the team, which includes Samisoni Viriviri, Kitione Talinga, Chasaver Malua and Vatemora Vauvo. Pio Tuwai is also part of the side, along with Kyle Brown of South Africa, Luke Terane of Wales, and as well as Kenya's Willie Mbaka and Oscar Oma. Rugby 5 is an experimental format that will see teams playing five-a-side rugby on half-size pitches. There are no lineouts and depowered scrums and no kicking and goal. Rolling subs are allowed at stoppages during a single 10-minute period of play. Sevoloni Rees will start again for the All Blacks in their Rugby World Cup semi-final clash tomorrow. Rees retains his spot on the wing, while coach Steve Henson has brought Scott Barrett into the starting lineup. New winners have been crowned for the 2019 Kontiki Finance Police Inter-District Championship. The Police Special Response Unit defeated Western Division 2 by 2-1 in the final, Both teams were locked 0-0 at full time, forcing the match into extra time. Simeone Tamanisau broke the deadlock for PSRU in the first half of extra time. Meanwhile, the PSRU rep Levi Rasomai, who has been part of 6 IDC tournaments, says the competition gets intense every year.
Soccer is developed very rapidly in our country. We have plenty reps from every district. They are playing in police IDC, and it's been very challenging.
Meanwhile, the 30-member police squad for the Sukuna Bowl has been named, including players like Aquila Mataisuva, Simeone Tamanisau, Tevita Waranivalu, and many others. Rewa midfielder Setareki Hughes will captain Fiji to the OFC Futsal Nations Cup. Hughes thanked the coaching staff for the opportunity. He adds that playing futsal was challenging at first, but he has learned to overcome. The national side leaves for the OFC Futsal Nations Cup in Noumea, New Caledonia on Saturday with hopes of qualifying for the 2020 Futsal World Cup. They will take on Tahiti in the first match on Monday.
At first it was difficult for me, but having Jerison here with us in the team, he has helped us to improve in our techniques for futsal. It's a different game from football, 11-a-side.
No major changes in the weather conditions. Cloudy conditions and showers are forecast for the Fiji group today. And that's your FBC Morning News. Remember to join us at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. for our major bulletin. For these stories and others, you can also tune in daily to our sister radio station, Gold FM. That's it from me for now. From all of us here at FBC, have a happy Diwali. Modemanda.
Bula na lang ko siya. Dotali taga wali rongo sirma ko na do Fiji na kasi.
Bula, eu Veronica Melotoka. Dotali na Radio Fiji One ando mai viti. Na vango merre telawa. Go ngai tabua. Ando tali takana rongo na Radio Fiji One ando mai viti.
Bula go ngai no keimba. Ando tali takawali na rongo na Radio Fiji One ando mai viti. Na wali.
Ano dango saniter kuati. Ando tali takawali na rongo na Radio Fiji One eno sorry.
Radio Fiji One nando mai viti.